नमस्कार, स्पिरिचुअल डॉक्टर्स फॉर होलिस्टिक हेल्थ पे आप सभी मित्रों का स्वागत है। स्पिरिचुअल डॉक्टर्स का ट्रेडिशन है, वी टॉक अबाउट वेरियस स्पिरिचुअल टॉपिक्स विद साइंटिफिक एक्सपर्ट, प्रेफरेबली मेडिकल डॉक्टर्स। और आज का जो टॉपिक है वो काफी इंटरेस्टिंग है, काफी डीप टॉपिक है। The topic name is Akashic Records. Welcome, sir. I always wait to listen your discussion, and again today I am ready to listen, and I also want to thank you to accept this topic, Akashic Records.
Yeah, it's your favorite topic, Akashic Records. You suggested, you proposed this topic, and I immediately agreed to it because it's also my favorite topic. I really, really love this topic. Yeah. Nice caption you have, Dr. Saurabh Ranjan, Spiritual Doctors for Holistic Health.
Yes.
I think
That is my mission, sir, to combine medical science and spiritual science.
Yes.
And for that, I practice energy healing acupuncture at Delhi.
Wow. That's really fabulous. Very good to hear. Thank you. And let me see in gallery view all the friends today participating. It's so nice to see some familiar faces. And wow, that's nice. That's nice to see you all. So beautiful. Many known faces. Many.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir. Sir, we attended your session in February. So it's so nice to see you here.
Wow, wonderful. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So you can let me know, Dr. Saurabh.
Yeah, we can start.
We can start. Yeah. Thank you. And this is the need of the hour to bring medical science and spiritual science somewhere, a beautiful marriage between these two. A kind of blend of spirituality, scientific spirituality in the medical science. Because spiritual science is a big umbrella. Under that, medical science is going to be coming inside that umbrella. It's such a vast science, spirituality, spiritual science. Medical science is just very new science, just 2,500 years old, from Hippocrates, the whole Western medical science. But spiritual science is sanatana, it is like eternal. It is from yugas, from many yugas, millennia. So incomparable. That's why the medical science is a very baby science, small, chota science. It has to evolve. And I appreciate all the doctors who also taking this initiative, coming together. Dr. Ranjan has formed the Spiritual Doctors, WhatsApp group and Facebook group, and he does a lot of work bringing all doctors, bringing this awareness about spiritual science, how they can bring this into the medical practice, because something very good can happen to the world, to the mankind with that. So whatever that benefits mankind, we need to be open and welcome it with all our hearts, and appreciate all that. And I come from the medical background. I completed my medical graduation in 1994. 1997 MBBS batch in one of the medical colleges in Andhra Pradesh. It is called Kurnool. Some of you in North India, you pronounce it as Kurnool, but it is called Kurnool Medical College. So while I was studying my medicine there, I met Brahmashri Pitamaha Patriji. It's a magical synchronicity. Already there is a quest. I have so many questions. There's quest to find out more about this life. Why I'm here? What am I doing? And where should I go? Which direction to move? And who am I? And all these questions. I was so clueless, directionless, and suddenly coming from family, from home atmosphere to a professional college and studying medicine at the time, so disoriented. And I couldn't really figure out what I'm trying to do in that moment. And Patriji told that your breath, Anapanasati, is the teacher. Your breath is your teacher. You have everything in your breath. When you observe your breathing, when you master your breath, you master everything about life and your mind and everything about your life. So simple tools that he offered to me, which made me to practice it. Since we were a group of doctors at that time, even my friends, colleagues joined with me. We used to go to Patriji to learn about spiritual science. And every interaction, we used to share our experiences of meditation. That's how my journey began in spiritual path. With all the disbelief I joined, actually. I never had belief about meditation or spiritual path or God, because I come from a little bit of atheistic background. My father is a physics lecturer. So what I used to hear in the home is, science is God. There is no God elsewhere. Only science is God. What you see with your eyes, what you hear from ears, that's only reality. There's no God outside of this. This is the coaching that I received from my family, my father, and it was very hard to believe. But when someone experiences certain things in meditation, and you don't know to disprove those experiences, you don't know how to disprove it. I had some fabulous experiences, like past life experiences, and also so many experiences like out-of-body experiences, which are like evidence-based, like completely verifiable details, all that. I don't know how to really disprove it. That's how my spiritual experiences started with meditation practice. I don't have any other, way to disqualify all these experiences and say that these are all trash. Instead, I had to open my mind. I had to completely do more research. At that time, I was so curious about past lives, because my experiences started with past life memories, exploring past life memories in meditation. It all started uncovering, unfolding. Today's topic is the same, Akashic Records, the records of all the journey of the soul, all that memories. So I was so curious about this past life regression, past life exploration. So at that time, I didn't know the method, how to actually step into the past life memories. But I have taken a clue about it from a book that I read at the time in 1991. It's Search for Truth by Ruth Montgomery. She was a skeptical journalist who was into all the parapsychology, paranormal stuff, about sixth sense, all that. She mentioned about automatic writing, and also she mentioned about hypnotic regression process. She mentioned about how one can explore childhood memories because everything is recorded in your subconscious mind. So it was such a clue. And I first time started one regression experiment on my grandmother. Oh, if everything is recorded in subconscious mind, and she also mentioned that in a meditative, relaxed state, one can open the subconscious mind. Generally, we can't remember our memories of the subconscious because there is a natural curtain, a veil, which blocks all the memories of the past. We don't remember about what happened less than 5 years age in this current life. So subconscious knows everything. So only in the altered states of consciousness, one can explore the past, like childhood memories. So with that clue, I experimented on my grandmother. So she visited her childhood memories. Surprisingly, even she visited her womb memories, fetal memories. It was such a surprise to me. It is like a fetus and telling about, oh, what my mom is feeling, I am feeling. Oh, that time I thought even a fetus can feel everything. Medical science says that no, fetus only after some few months later, they develop kind of perceptions, auditory and visual and gustatory, some perceptions, some sensations is registered. But it was such a surprise to see that even when she is such, even not even 1 month old fetus, she was narrating about the description about the experiences, in utero experience. So I was telling her, even go back and go back and go back, going deeper and go back, go back, go back, go back into past, further back. So she visited suddenly a past life memory. That's how the whole of my, the field of past life regression therapy that I began 91 started. So my grandmother visited past life where she was an ordinary woman in a village setting. I thought she will cook up a story and fabricate a story, but surprisingly, she was telling about an ordinary life. She was married to a Brahmin, a Purohit. So when she was around 29 years old, and one day she was bringing water from the well, she was bitten by a snake. And immediately she narrated about the whole description about the death process, dying process. She was grieving in that moment to leave 2 children she had. I was one of them. My grandmother, I was the son of grandmother in the past life. She was my mother. So, and she was telling it was so hard to leave that physical plane. She was narrating about how she was floating above, she was watching her cremation, but she couldn't communicate with anyone here, loved ones. This is what her experience was. And after that experience, something magically shifted to her. Her fear of phobia for snakes completely vanished. Because we know that from childhood, we used to scare our grandmother by talking about the snake, or picture of the snake also. She gets so scared. We used to make her get panicked all the time. And she was completely free from that. She was describing about the snake. And also she was telling about, that she found me now in this life. And she was so happy that I'm the grandson now. But always from childhood, I was taking care of my grandmother. I was reared by my grandmother. I sent to my grandmother. So she was like my mother. She took care of me. So I could see the connections, and her snake phobia completely vanished afterwards. And with that, and my second case was very stunning. And a degree student who knew only Indian languages and English, in the past life regression, this same process I did, he was speaking an unknown language, not known to me. Then I was asking him to write that language, given a piece of paper, and with eyes closed in a trance state, he was writing. He written the alphabets of that language. And then we recorded the session. Later, language experts confirmed it's a Russian language. I have conducted again the session to him, repeated the session on him to see whether he goes into same past life or not. He visited again the same past life. We explored more details about he being a political leader, giving a speech in front of public, and the whole speech we recorded. And some of the verifiable details is language is one thing, which convinced me that the past lives might be true. Like one cannot imagine language. For example, if you do not know Japanese language, if you try to speak about it, you will not get it. You need training, you need to hear, you need to at least be exposed to the language for many years. We have to go through the language training, but he was speaking so fluently. So this is the first evidence that I found. It convinced me that I was so convinced that nobody can speak a language without training. So because I know Hindi, I was trying to learn from since my childhood, but I always find it so difficult. I never reached a fluency in Hindi language. Being born in South India, only well versed in Telugu language, and later on learned English, but never, I know, I could master this language, Hindi. It needs training, definitely, friends. So this is what I derived a kind of understanding from this experience of my grandmother, that this might be true. And later on, I was conducting many of these past life sessions. I was thoroughly convinced that we have lives, not one life, multiple lives, multiple lives. Whether someone believes it or not, doesn't matter. An atheist believes it or not, doesn't matter. Because it is the truth. If someone dies, they know that they are souls because they'll vacate the body, they leave the body. And reincarnation, we don't need to even prove to anybody because it is so true. So I was convinced not only about just research point of view, past life explorations, past life memories, reincarnation memories, but I was convinced about the therapeutic impact. The many things that we experience now in this current life are karmically connected to past life memories. There is a principle, a fundamental, basic spiritual principle called law of karma. It is not just a linear law of karma, cause and effect. Science says cause and effect. It is not that, it's multidimensional cause and effect. It is such, for example, maybe 80 lifetimes back, past life memories may be influencing now the current life of mine, because there's something karmic depths not cleared yet. There's something that not settled. The accounts are not settled between two people. There's some exchange that need to happen, karmic exchange. For example, if someone you meet, either you need to give something to them or need to take something from them. If you are meeting that person more than 3 times or 10 times, that means it's like you know them very well in the past lives. And there is a karmic exchange. There's some kind of exchange that happens. There's something either you take from that person or you receive from that person. So it made so much sense after understanding law of karma, law of reincarnation, even illnesses, karmic illnesses, how we constantly encounter these medical issues, health issues, which are not responding to any therapy. You go to any therapy, any modality of healing, you are not responding to it because it is karmically rooted. It's connected to your reincarnation memories. So today's topic, I am very, very happy to share with you about Akashic Records. I'll give you just a gist of it, whatever the time limit that we have. I have prepared with the help of my colleague, my team member, Harika ji from Quantum Life University. She helped me to prepare the slides, beautiful slides. So let's go through this, dear friends. Hope all you can see on the screen, right? You can thumbs up if you are able to see the screen. Is it visible for everyone? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Rajendra ji. And what is the name? Akashic Records. Name looks familiar. It's a little bit of Sanskrit name. So it's so true that the Sanskrit language almost it is a universal language. It's the parental language. So not only in India, but it is across the globe. Even when we say this in English, Akashic Records, Akasha we know, it means space, sky, space. Now our scientists are exploring about how we can store the data in this just empty space. We already have cloud, the cloud memory. Not only hard disk, now we are storing everything in virtual space. So even whatever that we are discovering now and inventing now, it is the very ancient principles that were there. Akashic Records, this word is nothing but a vast library of information. If you enter into any university, you will find fantastic library. Any university, even in our universe, it's like a university, a big university. In our universe, there is also a library of information which is stored somewhere. It is the data of everyone, everything, all sentient beings, all 84 lakh creatures living on planet Earth, past, present, future, everything is stored there. It is Akashic library. So this is a definition, a beautiful definition that I found. I think this is from the Edgar Cayce. Diamonds, that this vibrational body of consciousness exists. Every records are an experiential body of that every soul has ever thought, said, and done over the course of its existence, as well as its future possibilities. So friends, let me stop sharing right now so that I can see you. So this is about Akashic Records. It's a Sanskrit word for information, the data of everyone that is stored in space beyond space. Even space, the definition of space here is very limited, but it is space beyond the space. Because I will share through some slides more, I'll throw more light on where this information is stored. What is this Akashic record? How can I open? What is the benefit of it? All that, let me share more about it. So in India, we know we have such a fantastic scripture, Bhagavad Gita. There's no the easiest, simplest, and the best scripture than Bhagavad Gita. It's the quintessence of all the Upanishads and Vedas. If we can't read all the Vedas and Upanishads, don't worry, but take Bhagavad Gita and read it. That's enough. That has all the information. So Lord Sri Krishna was, giving all that treasure of wisdom to Arjuna. Arjuna was a seeker, and he was having so many questions. Arjuna Vishada Yoga, he was always telling, this complaint, that everything is about his Vishada, his sadness, his sorrow, his suffering, he was telling, and his fear and all that. Lord Sri Krishna was so quiet. In the first chapter, he did not speak a word. He was just listening to what the suffering that Lord Arjuna was saying. Arjuna was telling about the suffering. But from the second chapter onwards, he opened his mouth. He had a nice conversation with Arjuna. He was questioning sometimes. Lord Sri Krishna was delivering all the wisdom, a beautiful wisdom. And, one of the slokas which I really, really resonate a lot at this point of time, I'd like to share with you is when Arjuna asked, Oh Krishna Paramatma, you say that you are there before the sun god, sun that rises in the east. But I know you from childhood, that you were always, I played with you. I know you. We are all relatives. We are family members. You're just few years ahead of me. But how can you say that you are before sun? Before even sun manifested, before sun existing, you were there. You know about the sun, and even much before sun, and many, many yugas and kalpas, How? And Lord Sri Krishna was talking about reincarnation. He said, Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tava charjuna tanyaham veda sarvani Natvam veda parantapa. In 5th chapter, shloka number 4, Lord Sri Krishna started talking about reincarnation. In every shloka, you find love karma, reincarnation, love karma, reincarnation. And he dispelled all the ignorance, lack of self-knowledge or lack of wisdom of Arjuna. He was throwing so much light. It means Lord Sri Krishna was telling in this sloka, Oh Arjuna, I know all my past lives, all my reincarnation memories. I know all your past lives. You have forgotten them. I remembered them. Come on, oh Arjuna, you also can remember. You also can wake up. Understand that you are the creature, the organism which don't die. After death, you will live. You come back again. Before you have come into this life, you were there. You lived in some other existence, some other lifetime. We have eternal lives, many lives. So, such wisdom that Lord Sri Krishna passed on to Arjuna and mankind. We can't ignore Krishna Paramatma is actually the highest mastery in the spirituality. We call whoever Atma reaches to the highest levels, Parama Atma. Otherwise, Mahatma, great Mahatma. But Krishna, we say Paramatma. He is the supreme. He reached those supreme levels, like peaks of Everest, many multiple Everests. Such wisdom he transmitted to the mankind. So reincarnation, whether we believe it or not, it's so true. We don't need to even believe about law of gravitation. It works. And Isaac Newton did not tell, throwing apple, it falls down because it's law of gravitation. Even someone denies and says, rejects this idea of reincarnation, but it is so true. And law of karma is true. Many of us, we have complaints, so many complaints. Oh, this person has done this, this problem, this pattern, that pattern. You know, without the law of karma operating, we will not go through problems. All the issues, problems, patterns, negative circumstances, all that is linked with the law of karma, cause and effect. All the causes are there in the past lives, all the effects that we experience now. So Akashic Records, throwing light about this. Let's go to the next slide. So Akashic Records are having many synonyms to this. Cosmic mind, it is called as Hall of Records, Hall of Knowledge, Hall of Learning, Book of Life. If you look into other religious scriptures, other spiritual traditions, they talk about Book of Life, a Hall of Knowledge. Egyptians, they talk a lot about Hall of Learning, Hall of Knowledge, Hall of Records, Book of Life. You open the Christian Bible, you know about the Book of Life there. They mention about Book of Life. After death, you go there, there's your Book of Life will be open. There you will have all the plus and minus. There's something called the Day of Judgment. So these are all symbolic. You know, all the religions were speaking from, symbolic language. Book of Remembrance, it's also known as Book of Remembrance. Repository of Truth, Etheric Records, Anima Mundi, Soul of the World. It's a Greek word which was used. The Eye of God, the Infinite Mind, the Universal Mind. So different synonyms are used by different cultures, different spiritual traditions. And if you look at the historical aspects from the last 1 century, who popularized it a lot is Rudolf Steiner, comes from the Theosophical Society background. His teachers are H.P. Blavatsky's colleagues, or Blavatsky, Annie Besant, but he separated from them. He started the Anthroposophy movement. He was talking a lot about spiritual science and Akashic Records. And also Edgar Cayce, a great contribution, because I must talk a lot about Edgar Cayce today because the phenomenal work he has done. I'll come back to that point a little bit later. And Buddhist writings, you find all these references about Akashic Records, Old Testament. So the enough information that is available about these Akashic Records. Edgar Cayce, when he was very young, he lost his laryngeal box, vocal cords, means he could not speak. There was some infection, laryngitis, something problem with his larynx. So he visited, doctors, but at the time there's not much of antibiotics that we have. So he was visiting several, or whoever those available, doctors. And he found one hypnotist. He went to one hypnotist. He said, You hypnotize people. You say that some of the subconscious things will manifest as some illness. So I have this problem. Can you cure me with suggestions? Give me some suggestions to subconscious mind so that I can speak well. So he says, I will teach you self-hypnosis. You hypnotize yourself. Then your subconscious will give you the remedy. You suggest your own subconscious mind. That's how he learns self-hypnosis. He put himself in a self-hypnotic trance kind of state. And instead of going into, remedy and all that, suddenly he started seeing past lives. He started channeling information. He became a channeler. He started speaking about his own remedy. He remembered that whatever the herb that he channeled the information about, a particular herb, he used it completely. Later on, whoever comes to him, he used to channel the information. He used to have access to Akashic Records. He has given in his lifetime 5,000 more than that past life readings. Very accurate. And people got, after Akashic Records information is revealed, they were all right. One hematuria person who has, urinating this kind of blood in the urine. So, and also someone with some kind of symptoms used to say, in the past life, you shed the blood of many people. Now your blood is coming out now. And people used to reveal that information, what is the cause of it and how the effects now. When those things are brought together, cause and effect, a deeper understanding, deeper lesson is realized by people. That's how people used to get cured. So 5,000 readings is a phenomenal work he has done. The book on Akashic Records he has written. Somebody else written, because whoever students of him who observed his readings, past life readings, they recorded and then they transcribed it and put it in the form of a book. So there's several books by Edgar Cayce. Sleeping Prophet is one more book. That's another interesting book. Completely, he's also very scientific in his explanations. And law of karma is really not like superstitious kind of thing. It's such scientific cause and effect. But don't search for causes only in this lifetime. Even it is not only in this life, past lives. It stems from past lives. That's what our ancient masters from India, rishis, yogis, mystics, they were talking about. Not only causes you find in this life, but it is come from the ancient times. So let me go ahead to the next slide. So now coming to Edgar Cayce, is a beautiful sentence, a phrase, a saying from him. The entity itself sees and is being taught the records that are written in nature, in the rocks, in the hills, in the trees, in that term, the genealogical log of nature itself. Just as true, then, is the record that the mind makes upon the film of time and space in the activities of a body with its soul. Edgar Cayce, reading number 487/17. So you find when you look into nature, there are energy signatures of the nature. You'll find it there. For example, every rock tells you a story of its own. It has its own Akashic record. Just you need to sit near a rock, a piece of rock, a boulder, and it has its own story. It has its own past. We know from the trees, when we cut a tree, there are annual rings. There is a history which is recorded. So there's energy signatures, even ethereally, energetically imprinted. Every rock, everything that we find in the nature, there is a history to it. There is a past to it. There are many yugas of information. Lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of years of information is recorded in the Akashic Records. Now question comes, how can I access that information? So let me share with you life after death and access to the records. So we have, many people reporting, or in our ancient scriptures that is written, when Yamadharmaraj takes you into the higher planes or the astral planes, there is an accountant called Chitragupta. Chitragupta opens the records of you. It's like everything is like a CC camera that's set up, I think, on planet Earth, whether nobody sees you or not, but the cosmic eye, the eye of the cosmos, everything is registered through that eye, through that eyes of the cosmos. The spy camera, like CC cameras, everything is recorded. So to come to this word, let me go to the next one. There's something called LBL, life between life states. Means after death, we are actually leaving the physical body here and entering into those realms and stay there for some time before you reincarnate. That's why these are all called interim lifetimes, between lifetimes, life between life states. And there you have access to Akashic Records, Akashic Library. And there are guides, there are masters, librarians also, who will assist you to open, just like how we have these books, but they're not really physical books. But many people, they're seen as a symbol, like a golden book, which is revealing all the information that you need to know. So there is a review of your lifetimes that happens in the after death states, in the life between life states, and people have access to those records. This is what is revealed to us in the ancient times. So Chitragupta is called accountant, but if you reverse the name of it, is called Gupta Chitra. Gupt means secret, encoded, which is not obvious, which is hidden. Gupta Chitra means very secretive records. They're nothing but Akashic records. So the greatness of our ancient mystic masters or rishis is they have revealed everything kept in the scriptures in coded form, codes. There are codes. To even completely decode Bhagavad Gita, we need to have those codes. Otherwise, we might misinterpret entire Bhagavad Gita and only peripheral meaning we understand. The deeper meaning, we have to go and understand the deep wisdom of the ancient scriptures. We need to have those codes. Gupta Chitra is nothing but Akashic records. We have access to them in the astral planes. But right now, to access the Akashic records, we don't need to die. Oh, I want to study Akashic records. How to know? Oh, I have to die now to go and see Akashic records? No need. So I will share now the next slide. You can see them because your subtle bodies, beyond time, space, you have access to the Akashic records. It's very much connected. For example, we have these in Sanskrit scriptures. Taittiriya Upanishad gives the description about Panchakoshas. But there are two more bodies. There are 7 bodies that we have. But we talk mainly about these 5 bodies. Beyond that is called experiences a meditator goes through. So from the astral onwards, you have access to a little bit, a portion of Akashic records, access past lives information, but your own personal information of the past lives. Your own past lives you can explore when your astral body is fully opened, fully awakened. And causal body, your Karana Sharir. So this is the next higher body. With this, not only you access past, you also access future of your own individual past, individual future. But there is something called supracausal body. It is called Mahakarana Sharira, which has, you have access to not only your past lives and future lives, but even others' past lives and future lives, even the earth's past and future. It is like the Akashic Records collectively you are accessing with supracausal body. So this is something fabulous because this is the information of the ancients. Our ancient masters kept everything in scriptures so that we always can go back to scriptures and find that treasure of wisdom. And how to awaken these subtle bodies? There are methods like meditation. One of the methods that are highly recommended is meditation, because next question is practices that can help you to tune into the Akashic Records are meditation. Number one, past life regression, altered states of consciousness and trance states, etc. So friends, Dr. Saurabh Ranjan could see his past lives in meditation. I could see my past lives in meditation. Buddha could see past lives in his meditation. Ancient rishis could see. And why not all of us? We can also see in meditation. We can, as you meditate, you awaken the subtle bodies. That naturally happens. You don't need to even deliberately intend. It's not even consciously you don't need to do a sankalpa. No need to do any sankalpa. Just meditation, pure silence. Chitta vritti nirodha sthiti. But you have to be in conscious state. Consciously stepping into that chitta vritti nirodha means thoughtless state. By watching your breath, easiest key is anapanasati. When you observe your breathing, and at some point, all the waverings, thought forms in your mind vanishes. When your mind is empty, you access cosmic energy first. When the energy is saturating your etheric body, pranamaya kosha, then next your astral body will be awakened. All that energy will be utilized to awaken subtle bodies. Your energy moves up and it opens your third eye. You have access to wisdom. Without energy, no wisdom. First, our goal is to access energy. Not our personal energy. We have some physical energy. I'm not talking about that. But the energy which is making you, which can make you realize who you really are. That is called cosmic energy. That energy we only access in meditation practice. And when your third eye is awakened, when this energy is reaching to this place, your third eye, this can access Akashic Records because subtle bodies will be awakened, your causal body, supracausal body. Many meditators that I met, lakhs of meditators. Since last 29 years, I'm a practitioner of meditation. So I'm really so deeply immersed in this. I keep hearing many experiences of my co-meditators. So it's fantastic. 40 days, if you give it a try sincerely, 3 hours, 4 hours every day. One day you can do 8 hours meditation. And you will know you have access to Akashic Records. Second is past life regression. Because many, they can't open, their energy levels are not high. So then the method also is there. So I have been conducting past life regression workshops because that's my passion, to assist people to have access to past lives. In India, we trained around 1,500 past life regression therapists who are actively, there are many, some of them here participating today on this talk. And they all work and assist, hold the space. Actually, in past life regression therapy, therapist is not showing you the past lives. They're holding the space for you. But holding the space, you'll be able to upgrade your knowledge, your energy levels, so that you access Akashic Records, your past life memories. For example, someone is going through some financial troubles in this life. They always end up poor. They lose everything. Because in the Akashic Record, the past life, he was a monk in a monastery. He took a oath that, for spiritual path, enlightenment, I should not touch money. In that life, it is very important oath, because many people can deviate and distract. But in this life, you are not a monk. You're not born in monastery. You have a family. You have to pay your bills. And now still that oath operates. Your O operates. Unconscious contract you made to yourself in the past life. So Akashic Record reveals that, you made a contract, better release those unconscious contracts, unconscious oaths. It's not useful now. You have come in a different body, different time period, different life. So even many people, they have health issues, their contracts, oaths, and also the past life root causes, the many troubling relationships people go through. All that is victim-perpetrator dynamics. Somebody is a victim in this life, somebody is a perpetrator, they go on fighting with each other, revenge and all that, multiple lifetimes. But ours is to find a solution to end these karmic cycles. That's most important. Not who is right and who is wrong, but instead find the truth. Akashic Records makes us go back home and to the truth, to know ourselves better, our multidimensional nature, how universal beings we are. We are beyond religion, beyond caste, creed, nationality. We are not even from, many of us, not from this planet. Many galactic systems are there. Elsewhere, life is there. So we understand what a beautiful multi-dimensional multiverse we are living in by exploring Akashic Records. And now I open for some kind of questions we can take. And if you are interested, there is actually, we are going to have in Pune, a past life regression 2-day workshop will be there. And at our QLU campus, we call that Quantum Life University QLU, Art and Science of Past Life Regression 6-day retreat, 19th to 24th June in this year, 2023. And the emails, contact details are here. If you need to look at that information, you can browse through that. And info@qluglobal.org is the email. You find, if you visit the website, all the details are there if you want any assistance. There are our students who are also now master practitioners for practicing. If you're from Mumbai, there are regression therapists. Even Delhi we have, and Pune and Gujarat, different parts of the globe, we have trained masters. Even Bangalore, yes, Sabitaji, Bangalore, Pune also. So you can actually contact us. You'll be, Harika posted the details, so you can contact, and our team members can give you the information that you need. And now let's have some questions, and then later on, I think there's a meditation also is planned.
One question is here: is it necessary to go through past life to access the Akashic record?
No need. One is Akashic records can be accessed through meditation practice. For example, if someone is into deep meditation practice, they can access, just like a Buddha who accessed 646 past lives in one meditation. He was meditating for 7.5 hours at a stretch. In that 7.5 hours duration, he saw 646 past lives, Akashic records, all records opened. So no need for past life regression, but I'm saying is some they need, because there is something called spiritual bypassing. One cannot see their own blind spots. They have this belief, limiting belief, oh, I can't help myself. If that belief is there, no amount of meditation you do, you will not be able to help yourself. But you will be helping others, but you can't help yourself. Then you need to take assistance from others. Then past life regression therapy helps.
There are many questions, but
Yeah, we can take one by one. We can take.
how to end or transcend the karma cycle?
Okay, how to end the karma cycle? Karma is as simple, very simple terms. It's the lesson that we need to learn. Once we learn the lesson that karma is teaching us, the karma ceases. So this is one shloka from Bhagavad Gita. This is a great formula given by Lord Sri Krishna. Jnana Agni Dagdha Karmanam. With the fire of all the wisdom, fire of truth, burns the karmic seeds. They don't germinate again. Apichedasi papebhyaha sarvebhyaha papakruttamaha. Sarvam jnana plave rujanam nantirishasi. All the karmas, even Mahapapi, all the Sanchita, Prarabdha, all that. But when the fire of wisdom or the river that comes and takes away all that load of karma, washes off all the sins, all the karmas, this is how we transcend karma. The truth shall set you free. Truth shall set you free. That's why our goal in spiritual path is to realize ourselves, realize our true nature, realize the truth of who you are really. We are the souls, we are the Jivatma, we are also not only Jivatma, we are not separate from Paramatma. Actually, everyone is God. That realization that we have experientially will end karmas. The second is, if you have a particular situation that you are going through in life, and there is a root cause for that, the karmic root cause, somebody has harmed someone else in the past life, that will come back now. We have to pay the price for it. Through some symptoms, through some difficulties, through some patterns. Somebody had taken all the money from, cheated someone, taken all the money from in the past life. In this life, the person loses everyone. Everyone takes away all the money of him. Even a thief comes and steals all the money from him. It is a karmic settlement. The universe finds its own mysterious ways to make sure that your karma is all the time, it has to be made balanced. So with all the path of meditation, spiritual path, a yogic path in India, we have to reach to that state where our karmas get neutralized with enlightenment. So enlightenment is the goal, and the true goal, not past lives. But why we are exploring past lives is also one aspect that we need to know and realize. Oh, not only this life I have multiple lives. I am the eternal soul. I come from the same source, and the source, actually God is living in Jivatma in all the forms. We're all gods living here. This is the most essential truth that we realize after going through all the experiences that we have in meditation. That's how we end the karma cycle. Thank you for the question.
Sir, I think now we should move to meditation.
Sure.
Related to Akashic Records.
Okay. Akashic Records or else general meditation also. Let's see How many can access Akashic Records? Okay, thank you. And dear friends, it's a good opportunity to meditate together, because sometimes it needs sadhana, practice of meditation. And once the mind is still, then we'll be able to really achieve that heightened awareness or altered states of consciousness. Then we have access to Akashic Records. Let's close our eyes and sit in a comfortable posture. Wherever you are sitting, take out your glasses and just adjust your body parts, and settle into very composed, calm, quiet, relaxed states. Adjust your body parts. Make sure that your body is very, very comfortable. And give yourself the suggestion that I am willing to go deep into myself. I'm willing and ready to explore the records, Akashic Records. At this moment, after you get into a settled, comfortable, cozy, relaxed state, I would like you to bring your awareness to your breath. Notice your in-breath and out-breath. Inhale and exhale. Notice that whatever is happening, with each breath, start going deeper and deeper into relaxed states. And start even letting go of all the tiredness that you have in your body, all the stress that's stored in your body. Start releasing, letting go from your feet, from your ankles. Let go and loosen up your muscles. Let go of even tensions that are stored in your calf muscles, in your knee joints. Gradually allow this relaxation to spread into your thighs, into your hips, into your backbone, even spreading throughout all the muscles of your back, into your belly, into your stomach, and into your chest. And with each breath that you're inhaling and exhaling, completely start relaxing. Allow this relaxation to spread to your throat, neck, shoulders, even head, your cheekbones, your lower jaw, upper jaw, and your facial muscles, your forehead. And start letting go, relaxing. It's as if suddenly all the dark clouds in the sky is vanishing. Your mind is becoming more tranquil and peaceful. As if all the heavy weight is taken off from your body. It feels lighter and lighter. And as you observe your notice breathing and your sensations in the body, you go into much deeper and deeper states of relaxation. And at this moment, I would like you to even go much deeper, hundreds and thousands of times deeper into a kind of deepest relaxation that's possible for you. By sending out your mind to a place where you feel totally relaxed, totally meditative, where there is no stress, no fear, no pressure on you, where you are completely free. As I count 5 to 1, allow yourself to go into that place of nature, your favorite place of nature could be forest, mountains, rivers, oceans, could be any place. 5, 4, send out your mind by imagining yourself stepping into beautiful nature. 3, 2, 1. Use all your senses, inner senses, being there totally in that favorite place of nature. Feel yourself there. If you can see, feel yourself there. Imagine yourself there. The birds chirping, the fragrances coming from the nature, the colors, the textures, your footsteps, the temperature of that place. Give attention. Notice every detail of that place of nature. Become part of the nature, become one with that nature. Become the trees, become the birds, become the fragrance, the flowers. Become all that mountains, rivers, oceans, forests. Become totally one with it. And in this oneness state with the nature, totally free from all the regular routine concerns, issues, problems, tensions, pressures, going deeper, deeper, and deeper into yourself. In this state of consciousness, you have access to all the memories, because all memories are stored in your subtle bodies. Your subtle bodies have access to subconscious mind of yours. Not only the records, the memories are from this current life, it's coming from multiple lives, multiple lives. I would like you to totally trust the process, trust the process. At this moment, I would like you to gradually allow yourself to turn the memory backwards to this current life childhood, to the time when you are a child living in your childhood home, when you are a less than 10 years, 5 years, or 4 years, 3 years, gradually coming back to that younger age group when you lived in a childhood home. See the details of your childhood home and feel it, see it, imagine it, experience it. Awaken that total memory of your childhood home. You know it. Reconstruct that memory of your childhood home. The time when you lived in that home with your parents, with siblings, the color of the walls, the architecture of the home, the roof, the furniture, the arrangement of the rooms. And not only that, accessing the memories of the childhood, some of them, some pleasant memories from unpleasant memories, doesn't matter because it's all in the past. The past is already over. You're just witnessing the past. Just witness, watch all the memories of your childhood flashing through. Suddenly you may remember certain things with your about siblings, about your parents, some precious memories. Maybe it is your birthday or festival time where you all had such fun, your family members. And not only just accessing, witnessing the memory, emoting, even feeling them, the emotions of it. It's all right if you feel certain emotions. And you know that this is all your childhood. Gradually, even start going further backwards in time to the time when you are even lesser than 3 years. Whether you remember it or not, your unconscious, your subconscious, your subtle bodies bring you that even forgotten memories. When you are even just 1 year old, months old, even go much back, behind, go back, back in time, even when you are not yet born, when you're still in the womb of your mother, inside the uterus of your mother, when you are a small fetus inside the womb. Witness, watch, feel, notice what comes to you. It's all snapshots. It's all like watching your own movie of the past. The scenes are changing. So as a fetus, you know, inside the womb, you're just recalling it now. And trust the impressions coming to you about it. In a moment's time, there is an urge, there's an impulse within you that I would like you to also open the doors of my past lives, Akashic Records. I'd like to access those Akashic Records where whenever I need it, I can go there to find out a particular past life memory, to understand these current life circumstances and events and situations, and to understand the big picture of this life. Right now, this impulse is making you become more curious. You are opening the door of a past life in a moment's time. As I count 10 to 1, I would like you to just become aware of a door, a beautiful door. It's a past life door. A door that is going to open the subconscious within you when you open this door. It opens the subtle bodies where you suddenly, spontaneously go beyond time, space to access Akashic Records. Today you're going to explore one record of yours, Akashic record, which is so essential, so important for you to know now. I'm going to count 10 to 1. 10. I'd like you to see, feel, visualize, imagine a door which appears to be a normal door. Some of you could be wooden, metallic, doesn't matter. Or it is this light door, door of light. Could be some other material. Doesn't matter what it is. It's a symbol for something that you are intending to open today. 9. And you are going towards it and pushing the door open, crossing the threshold and reaching to the other side now. 8. And 7. Suddenly, there is a space beyond space, going the realm of beyond time and space, beyond body and mind, where you access a particular Akashic record, which is very useful, helpful to you now. 7, 6, everything initially is like a foggy, hazy, not clear, but suddenly all the fog starts going off, fading off. 5, 4, by the count of 1, you will become more clear You'll be landing into that Akashic record. You'll be landing into that past life memory. 5, 4, 3, 2. Almost there. The fog is now getting completely clear. The veil of forgetfulness is lifted off. And suddenly everything becomes so clear. One becomes so clear. I would like you to trust that first impression coming to you without analyzing or editing the information. Just experience it, notice it, witness it, watch it. Look down at your feet, notice what kind of footwear you're wearing. Look at the scenes, pictures, images. Notice the details. Navigate now, explore from that memory where you are in a different body, different time period, in a particular event or situation in the past life memory. I'd like you to either move forward or backward and explore that entire lifetime. You are in the beyond time space, this realm of Akashic Records. You have complete access to that particular Akashic record you have open now. Completely trust the process. If you want to see it more clearly, you can also project it on a big holographic theater where you're sitting in the front row of that holographic theater. All the holographic images of that particular past life Akashic record is projected onto the screen, and it's a past life movie of yours which unfolds, unravels, unwind. You can see clearly what could not be seen before, can feel what could not be felt before. You could experience what you could not be experienced before. Just let this holographic Akashic record be in front of your eyes. You are the master. You can pause, rewind, fast forward. Different significant memories of that lifetime. Know that it is important piece of information that you are gathering right now. Explore as much as possible without any kind of resistance. Resistance is coming up. You tune back into that record, Akashic record, that past life information. Say to yourself, I am letting go of my inner subconscious resistance, the distractions, tuning into, focusing on this. Focus back and explore in depths information that is very deeply hidden in that past life. Go, move forward and backward, trace to the most important, significant memory of that life. And once you start exploring different time periods, also gather information about which century do you belong, which era do you belong, which country you belong, what kind of clothes you're wearing, how is the body stature, are you strong built, moderately built, slim built, what is the color of the complexion, color of the skin, color of your hair, color of your eyes, what kind of work you're doing in your life, what kind of knowledge you have, what kind of connections, relationships you have with others. It's up to you to explore that lifetime. You have all that mastery to move swiftly through different memories of that lifetime. Or you may capture through the all-knowing self within you the whole essence of that life, the whole story, the movie, the essence of that entire life. And next few moments time, you can also try to explore how that life has ended, how that life is finished. Tell yourself, in spite of my resistance, I see how I left my body in that life. See yourself in the last moments of the life when you're leaving the body of that past life. By that, you know that this is the past life body which is over. The past life is over by dying in that life. And as a soul, watch your body and watch that past life body of yours. Watch that, how this body is cremated, the last rites are conducted. And finally, even review that whole life. Make a review of that life. From the eyes of the soul, from the perspective of the soul, as you watch that life, as you review that life, you'll be able to understand the pros and cons, what you could do, what you couldn't do in that life. And in the next moment, not only that, compare that life with the current life. Understand the lessons from that life which you can also integrate into this current life. Are there people who are living with you in this current life which you could identify in that past life? Is there something familiar, something which is similar? Just review, explore, capture the lessons. Finally, all the lessons you can, maybe a lesson or lessons, phrase it in one sentence, one word. And also the lesson is like which uplifts you in this current life. You can also symbolically see it as a light. In this moment, even say to yourself, I carry this lesson with me. At this moment, you may, if you need any kind of additional assistance, you may even reach to the higher realms beyond the physical realm of that past life is over. As a soul, you can connect to the higher spiritual realms where you are with spiritual guides, masters, beings of light. Let them throw more light on the lesson that you captured. Let them share any message that might be of good assistance to you. Listen to them telepathically. Whatever communication that happens from these light beings, just receive it. It's beyond words, beyond language. It is telepathic communication. Thank those beings of light for the assistance, for the messages, for the guidance, and request them to guide you further in life through the dreams, through your meditations. At this moment is the time to say goodbye to your guides, masters, beings of light. From that realm, bring back all those messages, the lessons learned from the past life, knowing that this past life is over. You're going to only carry the essence, understanding, positive messages, positive lessons, what you need to do in this life. Rest of all that unwanted stuff, you leave it behind. This moment, the time to slowly return back through the same door. Finally saying goodbye to the past, carrying a beautiful light, understanding, wisdom gained from the Akashic Record exploration. Through the doorway and come back through the place of nature, through your childhood, slowly return back to this current moment. As I count 1, 2, 3, feel all that knowledge, wisdom, understanding that you gained, and the words, the sentence that you carry with you. 1, feel your breath now and here. Feel your body, wiggle your toes. 2, fresh, relaxed, conscious, awakened, aware. 2, 3, take your time. When you are ready, you may slowly place your hands on your eyes, touch your eyelids with your fingertips, and you may open your eyes. Take your time. Welcome back, dear friends. Welcome back. That's wonderful. Welcome, welcome. That's nice. So, how many of you could explore, open the door and explore childhood, explore your own past lives, past life? Yeah. Wow, wonderful. I see some people raising their hands, and maybe one experience we can hear. Dr. Saurabh, Ranjan, can you help me out so that they can be, brought into the spotlight so that we can all hear the experience? Those who would like to share past life experience.
Dr. Kavita Gupta has raised hand. Dr. Kavita, I am unmuting you. Kindly unmute yourself.
Yes.
Can we spotlight Dr. Kavita so that everyone can see? Yeah. Yes.
How wonderful, Doctor, to be back with you and to see you looking so glowing and wonderful and a perfect teacher as always. So I was in fact not expecting me to be called, and I was hoping that I'm called. So it's really beautiful.
Oh.
A very beautiful kind of a regression, like always with you. And I've done all your courses, and they all have been magical for me, and they have transformed my life. So thank you. So I was facing a very difficult relationship when I came to you that time. And after I did the courses with you, all the 5 courses, everything transformed in the physical world. And it was magical. It was miraculous. Like everything changed. But again, the same problem resurfaced. A month back or so, the same issue and the same problem resurfaced. So I was trying to understand what is the lesson, because I had seen some regression and the victim perpetrator mode earlier. So I was trying to see what is the lesson which I did not learn and why it has resurfaced again. So when I went into the past life, I saw my birth as an Algerian girl. I was born in Algeria. I was a white girl with beautiful brown hair, blonde hair, and green-blue eyes, and very angelic in appearance. And I was very much spiritual. So I saw myself very, very close to my mother, and I was transcending in my spiritual journey. And this other person whom I saw as my perpetrator in this life, who's the perpetrator in this life, I saw that she was a darkish girl, and she was always looking around the corners and trying to, was feeling very, very jealous about me. Right. So, like, as I was transcending in my angelic kind of a growth, I saw myself almost like becoming an angel. So the lesson which I got after I died and I went, was that I should have given her the lift too. I should have helped her also in her journey. Yeah. And rather than just concentrating on myself and my journey, I should have probably also given her some kind of a abhay, that abhay thing, that she should not feel threatened with me, and she should also, I should also have helped her in her journey. So
wow.
And when I went to the life between lives and I saw my guide, the guide was again a very, very plump kind of a person. Again, a very, very angelic person. And I asked him, and he said that your mission for this life is to give and give. You have to give. And I asked him that, would you always guide me and stay with me? To which he said he would. And he came, he is with me even now.
Wow.
So, yes. And maybe in your form, you never know. So it is something, because he was very, very beautifully, like very graceful and very kind face, very lovely face. And he said, I'm going to guide you. And he also said that I will have my spiritual heights, which I will achieve. So that's my experience.
Oh, wow, Dr. Kavita, that's amazing. So the lesson is so beautiful, because the helping nature to help someone, because you are in the position to help someone in that lifetime, which you could not give to her, that lady. And that's a very important lesson. In the ancient scriptures in India, it is said that those who have knowledge, if they are not sharing that, it is considered as also part of the karma also, because someone have money, they are not sharing it with others, even though they see that others they need it, they are suffering, you are not sharing it. That person is called in scripture as a thief.
Okay.
So means it's a kind of karmic thing, So service is one of the very important lessons. Being of service to others, being of help to others is one of the very important lessons on planet Earth as we progress in the evolutionary path. And thank you once again, Dr. Kavita, for sharing your most beautiful experience. It's always nice to see you.
You're magical, Doctor. You're magical, absolutely transformative and magical. And everyone I will recommend to do courses with Doctor. It is a magical university and a beautiful place. It's an experience beyond any, this planet. It is almost like over there I met extraterrestrial beings also, and I have seen so many things. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Prarthana. I have seen 3 past lives in current session. One is first I was playing with, I have seen as a big elephant, and later I shifted to white color horse. It's nicely rising. And the third session, when I entered into the door, I have seen like a wooden door. It's a nice designs. Later, I have seen as a Britisher. That was I identified as 19th century, and it was around UK, London, near to London. I never seen British dresses anytime recently, but the picture came. I was like a very, I was a man, male gender, with a nice body. I was king or some powers. Like a king has many powers, no? So like it was a war. He is the head of the war. With those powers, I misused. So I have done like a violence. So while dying, I understood that I misused the powers. So and in the war itself, I have killed by somebody. That arrow went into my like a stomach, and I was dying with the guilt that I misused the power and I encouraged the violence. So with the eye of the soul, I have seen these things when I went to the like a higher planes. Then after that, Jesus Christ came, and with the white cloth, and he is my Purnatma also. Every time I will connect to Jesus Christ, and the same soldier, the same was me. Like I have wore the same white clothes, and he said that you need to have a lot of compassion and karuna, and you need a very peace. And like a next lives, you need to utilize that karuna and the compassion to everybody with your words, with your actions, with your behavior. Because so much anger I was there in that past life. With that angry, I like encouraged war. But now I realized that with what was the lesson means, I need to have a lot of compassion to everyone, for even all the beings, not only like a plants, animal kingdom. First of all, with human kingdom, I need to like speak very lovably to everybody. Even who eats non-vegetarian, I started hating the people, even including my parents, family, everyone, colleagues, wherever they eat non-vegetarian. But the lesson I learned is be compassionate with everybody.
Wow.
And this was the lesson from the Britisher life. And white horse is symbolizing that you have a purity within you, the purity you spread. And the elephant, from the elephant, you have a lot of strength. And while coming from the past life to the door, coming back, I wore white dress like a, sir, I will tell in Telugu. I wore white dress, white sari, like a Rani Rudrama Devi, like I wore crown, something like that. And I came, but I expected that I came with the same yellow dress, whatever I wore now, but I came back with white color. So I'm very happy. I'm so much thankful to you. And say thanks to Lakshmi ma'am also.
Wow, wonderful, Pradhana, wonderful. Such three past life records you have opened, Akashic Records. You have a key, a golden key to open the records now. Thank you. Thank you for your sharing. It's a wonderful healing and transformational experience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. And
sir, I'm Anupama.
Dr. Anupama. Yeah.
I'm from Bhopal, sir.
Bhopal. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. I saw one of my past lives. Actually, I have one fear. I cannot just drive the vehicle. I have that fear of unbalancing. That is the main fear which I have. So I give intention when I'm going in this past life regression, I gave the intention that I'm going to that past life where I have met with any accident or I have any fear with that vehicle driving. So I saw myself that I am a guy and it's around 30, 35 years old, and he was in on the road, and very some blood is flowing out from the head, and so many people are around him, and I saw above all these things, and some it's not very much clear. It's something like that, and some fear is came from there only, that I
Yeah.
can feel that. Yes.
Oh, yeah. So
Yes.
in this life from childhood, you have the fear of these cars, vehicles, right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I have a fear to ride any vehicle.
Even drive
Even
and
as a
also sit
bicycle.
inside the vehicles also.
Yeah, yes, yes. Even a
Yeah.
bicycle it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So even
Yes, sir.
the fear of the accidents, fear of the road accident. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow. That's wonderful. So what is the lesson for you?
So that I could not
Yeah.
recognize.
Yeah.
Yes, but one thing, when you said that you met with your spiritual gurus, at that time I saw that I am here with you, and I will always guide for the further things. And I said one thing, that in this life, I'm a physiotherapist, and I started my own clinic now. And I started with that intention, that now I want to share this, I want to spread the meditation and this, the whole health. I think this is the meditation. Meditation is the thing that from that we can achieve the whole health, holistic health, that can say.
Yeah.
So that is the thing. So I just I just told them that, sir, I just want that whatever the barrier coming in this thing, so please clear that barrier. This is the only thing I have told him, and
Wow. That's
I'm
very
really
good
grateful to
message.
you.
Yeah.
I'm really very grateful to you, sir. Just because of you, I can now I can do this thing in very good way, and
Wow.
I'm really grateful. If I really wanted to do some courses with you, sir. In future, I really wanted to do this. And thank you very much, sir.
Welcome, most welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you.
जो लोग भी किसी कोर्स को करना चाहते हैं क्वांटम लाइफ यूनिवर्सिटी से, तो आप वेबसाइट QLUglobal.org आप ब्राउज करें। वहां पर आपको डिफरेंट सिटीज के डिटेल्स और हैदराबाद कैंपस में जो कोर्सेज होते हैं उनके डिटेल्स आपको मिल जाएंगे। QLUglobal.org। और इस सेशन को अगर आपको दोबारा सुनना हो तो इसके मेन पार्ट्स की रिकॉर्डिंग यूट्यूब पे 2-3 दिन में स्पिरिचुअल डॉक्टर्स फॉर होलिस्टिक हेल्थ पर आपको मिल जाएगी। और भी बहुत सारे सेशंस आपको यहाँ पर मिलेंगे। एवरी संडे वी कीप ऑर्गेनाइजिंग, वी कीप इनवाइटिंग डिफरेंट एक्सपर्ट, डिफरेंट डॉक्टर्स। और तो सर समय काफी हो चुका है, और वैसे था हैंड्स और भी रेज हैं, but it's around 1, so I think in respect of your time, आपको धन्यवाद।
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for this beautiful connection that we all shared with today. Dear friends, all of you, my thanks to all of you for your participation, and thank you, Dr. Sarabranjan and Dr. Sandeep Jot, for all the beautiful work that you are doing, gathering all the doctors, and also this information that is so essential for public, for people to, so that everyone elevates, everyone really progresses in their life. Thank you so much. Say goodbye to all of you friends. Thank you, and meet you all in Akashic Records somewhere. We're all connected. Thank you, across lifetimes, across time space. Thank you.